Estimation of work to be done, which is like predicting the future, is one of the most challenging and difficult aspects of any project or project management. So, in this short experiment, I'm going to try and use uh, some AI chatbots to see how can they help, uh, or to what extent or what kind of response they're going to give uh, for this estimation question given some historical data. So I'm going to use three AI chatbots. One is PMI Infinity, the other one is ChatGPT, and the third one is Meta AI. The first one, PMI Infinity, which is the AI chatbot set up by Project Management Institute, PMI. So this one is currently in beta status, testing status, and it uses GPT-4 Turbo as its underlying model. But what it can do for you, as you see on this PMI website, it says uh, it is a smart navigation. It provides smart navigation to most relevant, up to date best practices that will elevate project success. Is a growing library of over 14,000 pieces of content that have been vetted by PMI members and project management leaders around the globe. So it cited original content sources for fast and easy validation. Recommended prompts are given for deeper exploration and real time discussions via PMI Infinity chat interface. So it's packed with features that will take your project management practice to the next level. So let's try this tool. And this PMI Infinity is available only for PMI members, is not available for PMI non-members. So this is how it looks like. It's mostly like ChatGPT interface, and ChatGPT is familiar. It's currently the public release is using 3.5, and I have prepped it with a prompt of a persona that you are an experienced software development manager with expertise in estimation. So it's ready to take our questions. Similarly, with Meta, also I have prepped it with the persona that you're an experienced software development manager with expertise in estimation. So I'm going to ask a few simple questions first, like a priming questions, and then we'll come to the estimation part. So for this, I have prepared some historical, like synthesized data. It's not real, it's a fake. So it has got in this 100 tickets, the IDs basically, and it has estimation value, which is like original estimation and actual time, and ticket type and complexity between 1 and 5. So with this data, I'm going to try feed this data and then ask some questions saying, can you estimate for an upcoming ticket or task? So with that, let's start. Now let's go to PMI Infinity. Since PMI Infinity is uh, already fine-tuned for or trained with this PMI content. So I'm not going to prep it. I'm going to straight ask the questions here. So for example, let's start with simple questions like what are Scrum ceremonies? Just like handshaking questions. So it's going to generate responses. So while it is doing that, I can go to ChatGPT and also ask the same question. Comes up with this. Sorry, I didn't. That's on a different one. So, what are those Scrum ceremonies? The same question here. Scrum ceremonies, so sprint planning, daily stand up, sprint review, and sprint retrospective and backlog refinement. So it is listing this five okay ceremonies here, including the backlog refinement. Okay, asking Meta, similar one: sprint planning, daily scrum, sprint review, sprint retrospective, backlog refinement. So let's see PMI. So I think PMI Infinity needs the tab to be in focus for it to generate or keep generating the response here. So it says sprint planning meeting and scrum meeting, and it has also added scrum of scrums. If there are multiple scrum teams, then scrum of scrums, that meeting is one of the ceremonies, and then sprint review meeting and sprint retrospective meeting. So these are the uh, as per its content. So as you see here, in addition to these ceremonies, also describes the roles. That's fine, and it cites the source agile project management with scrum. And there are some related, as it said on its website here, recommended prompts for deeper exploration. So these are uh, those additional prompts, like what is the role of the product owner in scrum. So if we ask this, it can come up with the response. And for example, if I click this, what is the purpose of the sprint retrospective? If I just click it, yeah, it comes up with this some response here. Okay, so now coming to or moving towards the estimation. So I'm going to ask some question here. All right. All right. So this is about retrospective. So I'm going to ask about question about estimation. What are the methods of estimation? And I'm going to ask the same question to ChatGPT as well as Meta. So here there are several methods of estimation that can be used depending on the project and industry. So it's not limiting itself to software development. Here are some examples. Model-based estimation. These are methods used. Use these methods use formal models. Okay. Function point analysis, use case analysis, relative sizing, story points, construction estimation for commercial, residential, healthcare. Okay. But with respect to software estimation, we have expert judgment, analogous estimation, 3-point estimation, bottom up, parametric, Delphi, and then agile estimation. So ChatGPT says, okay, it's asking something here. Okay, ChatGPT, sprint planning, that's over. Which response do you prefer? Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go with response one. Expert judgment, analogous, parametric, 3-point, bottom up, wideband, Delphi, and vendor bid analysis, Monte Carlo. So, and Meta says maximum likelihood. Okay, generalized method of moments. Minimum mean square. I think more the top-down estimation, bottom-up estimation. These could be more statistical estimations, but anyway. So it is also citing some resources here, or sources, methods of estimation, and view sources that can be done. But moving on, if we come to more like Jira, let's say, how can we use Jira tool for software estimation? Okay. Because We don't want to currently focus on other industries. Software estimation. So I'm going to ask the same question here to ChatGPT. Says we can use backlog management, story point, and time estimates, estimation fields, agile boards, burned out charts, estimation plugins and integrations, historical data analysis. Asking the same question to Meta here. Um, it also comes with a similar response: story points, agile boards, estimation fields, time tracking, velocity, sprint planning, reports, dashboards, plugins, and integrations. Okay, explore plugins like Jira estimation plugin, Big Gantt, or integrations with other estimation tools to enhance. So, what are these? Uh, so it says go to Atlassian Marketplace. PM Infinity, it is responding. Parent Jira task timesheet reports, PMOs. Okay. Agile estimation techniques such as planning, poker, affinity estimations. These are some of the options. Okay. Yeah. Uh, so I'm going to ask here what is, it has talked about plugins. I can ask what are the plugins, um, Jira plugins available for estimation. And it gives some answers here. Estimation poker, some of the plugins, big picture. Yeah, great. And then Meta says, okay, well, okay, it's a similar one. Agile poker, team board, agile box. This is a powerful and fun way to improve planning and estimation ceremonies for remote teams. Okay, some plugins are given here. ChatGPT is listing more plugins. What about this one? Project Infinity. Yeah, this one similar to ChatGPT response. It's also giving Tempo Planner plugin. Structure for Jira. Okay. Right. Now let's move on to say I have historical data from the work uh, I mean, the work done already done, which means historical. But okay, anyway, the historical data from the work already done uh, can also add on historical data on estimation or original estimation and actual hours from the work already done. So if I supply that, will you be able to help estimating an upcoming ticket? Okay. Let me know what information you need. So I'm going to ask it, leave it here, and go to ChatGPT and ask the same question. It says it would be happy to help. And then description of the upcoming ticket, historical data should have original estimation, actual hours, and context. And if I go to Meta, then it says historical data. So this one is a little bit more specific. In historical data, it is expecting original estimation in hours or story points, actual hours spent on each task or issue, and task or issue type, bug, feature or enhancement, complexity or size, and upcoming ticket details for the estimation. Okay, great. Now this one is saying the original estimate, the actual hours, any factors that may have affected. Okay, right. So I'm going to feed this the synthetic data what I have here, and as you see, I have already included this ticket ID, estimation value, original estimate, and the actual time and ticket type and the complexity. So I have exported this to CSV already, and from there I'm going to just paste the data here. So I'm going to say here is my historical data in CSV format. Okay, just paste it here. Says great. Could you please provide the description of the upcoming ticket? So now it has taken and understood this uh, data which is already supplied, and let's say do the same thing with Meta. Okay, so thank you for providing. Before we proceed, I want to confirm a few things. The estimation value hours column represents original estimate. That's correct. The actual time represents the actual time spent. That's correct. Ticket type column indicates type of task. Complexity column indicates the complexity or size of the task or issue 1 to 5. Please confirm if these are correct. So let's say yes, these are correct. And also we can say complexity 1 means simplest, 5 means hardest. Okay. Understood. So it says please provide the details of an upcoming ticket. So this is where it is stopping, and we'll also feed the same data to PMI Infinity, and I'm going to say below I'm going to provide historical data in CSV format. Okay, or let's say next I'm going to CSV format. Okay, sure. So I'm going to copy paste the CSV here. Analogous estimation or 3-point estimation to provide an estimate. So I'm not going to choose any specific estimation technique here, but I'm going to ask a general question. Let's say, can you analyze the data and provide some insights? So it says the actual time spent on the tickets is generally higher than the original estimation, indicating that the team may need to improve their estimation techniques. So it's giving some complexity of the ticket type does not always correlate with the actual time spent, indicating that the other factors such as scope changes or unexpected issues may have a greater impact. the team seems to be more accurate in estimating and completing tasks with lower complexity, while they struggle more with higher complexity tasks. There are some outliers with actual time spent is significantly lower than the original estimation, indicating that the team may have overestimated the effort required for those tickets. The team seems to be consistent in their estimation and completion of bug tickets, with actual time spent generally close to the original estimation. Okay, this is a good insight. And if we ask the same question to say ChatGPT, so it also comes up with some response here. Oh, right. So it says we'll calculate. So based on the analysis, we can see that on an average, tasks tend to be estimated slightly higher than the actual time spent. The distribution of ticket types is fairly balanced, with ticket tasks being the most common. Additionally, the average complexity of tasks is around 2.8, average complexity. Okay, now we can use this to inform our estimation for the upcoming ticket. So it's waiting for the upcoming ticket information now, but you can also ask for this insight. Let's see what Meta says. It says, yeah, this is more numerical analysis. It comes with summary statistics, mean original estimation, mean actual time, standard deviation from the actual time, 2.63, ticket type analysis, and so on. So, but what it means, these insights suggest tasks tend to have lower estimations and actual times compared to stories and bugs. As complexity increases, both original estimation and actual time tend to increase. There is significant difference between original and actual, indicating potential estimation biases and uncertainties. Uh, it indicates these things, metrics indicate room for improvement in estimation precision. So, overall, helpful insights, I would say. Um, Meta is giving more numbers here to support its insights, what it has inferred from that. Anyway, so the next one I'm going to uh, ask, like, oh, I'll just say there is an upcoming task or ticket, because task is a type of a ticket now. So there is an upcoming ticket of type task with complexity 3, let's say 3, or you can say 4. What is your estimation for this ticket based on the historical data supplied? It is saying we can use analogous estimation to estimate the effort. Based on the data provided, there are no tasks with a complexity level of 4, therefore we cannot use analogous estimation. Okay, so therefore we cannot use analogous estimation for the upcoming 4. However, we can use other estimation techniques such as 3-point estimation or expert judgment or ION estimate. This response is powered by. Now, to make it simple, let me change it to 3. There is an upcoming ticket of type task with complexity 3. So what does it say now? calculate the average ratio of actual time spent to original time for those tasks. Okay, there is coming up with some calculation. So therefore, our estimate for the upcoming task ticket with complexity 3 is 6 hours. Original estimation 5 hours into 1.2, because the average ratio of actual time spent to original estimation, that's like a deviation for this task, is approximately 1.2. So it's adding this buffer here, so it is making it 6 hours, which is nice. So if I ask the same question to ChatGPT, yeah, so this is giving a range estimation based on the historical data. We observed that on an average, tasks tend to be estimated slightly higher than actual time spent. The average estimation value for all tickets is 5, while the average actual time is 4.3, and the average complexity of tasks in the historical data is around 2.8. Since the next one is 3, we can adjust the estimate slightly toward upwards to account for this higher complexity. So from 5 hours, that estimation value for all tickets is 5. From there, it is adding some buffer to making it 5.5 to 6. Given those considerations, here is the estimation for the upcoming task. Nice. So we had at PMI Infinity at 6 hours, and this is giving a range, which I think is a better way to represent the estimation. And now asking the Meta AI here. So estimation model, what model it is using to estimate? It's using a regression model. And confidence interval, something lower bound, upper bound. This is more statistical analysis. The actual hours required for the upcoming ticket with complexity 3 are likely to fall within this range. Okay. Now, interpretation based on the historical data and all that. So, with a possible range of 3.83 and 5.21 hours. This takes into account patterns and trends and so on. So, overall, I think it's around upper bound is 5.2 here. ChatGPT is saying 5 to 6 hours, or 5.5 to 6. PMI Infinity is saying 6. So now this can be considered as the starting point or the base, and then we look at other factors in the while actually doing the estimation, the team capacity, capability, and the history, etc., and then add those factors to come up with the actual estimation needed if this needs to be improved further. Now, the next step, I'm going to add additional historical data here. Let's say the team completes one more iteration and it has additional uh, historical data. So I'm going to just add that. Okay, so that is as you see here, this is additional data I'm going to add. There are 12 more tickets with same original estimation, actual time, and ticket type and complexity, and see what it does next. Okay. So I'm going to say next, I'm going to provide additional historical data. Sure, please provide. Okay, so next I'm going to go to ChatGPT, do the same thing. Meta also do the same thing, and then I'm going to just paste that CSV here. Okay, here. So this is, yeah, additional data here. So it is again taking this additional data into consideration and recalculating probably. Okay, here apply. Oh, so now it has a little bit increased, because therefore our estimate for the upcoming bug ticket is with complexity level 3 is 7 hours, because something changed in the uh, additional data here. As you see here, uh, there are some tasks, the 4 hours estimated and actual time 3, but however there are some other tickets where are like there are some actual time taken is much more here, 6 to 18. So maybe I think based on that it is revising its estimate overall. UBD 173, if you refer to that, UBD 173, which is a bug, as you see here, 5 to 8 hours. So that's why it is revising its model and then estimate for this upcoming task to 7 hours, but upcoming bug ticket with composite level 3. So we are not talking about bug ticket. So we are just, we should ask only task. In upcoming task, what is the estimate for the upcoming ticket of type task with complexity level 3. Okay, same steps, and yeah, so there is no change in the task. As you see here, the tasks, the if the ticket type is task, the actual estimation in the actual hours are almost same, sometimes even less. So this infinity, the estimation hasn't changed for that type task and complexity level 6. That's okay. Now I'm going to feed that same additional historical data here to ChatGPT, and then it says, so based on this, upcoming task ticket with complexity level 3 is approximately 5.8 to 6.3, which was previously, before providing this additional data, it was 5.5 and 6. Now it has become 5.8 and 6.3. And now with Meta, if you go here, okay, now this one is estimated actual hours is 4.63 for this one. With ChatGPT is about 5.8 to 6.3 in that range, and this one is showing 6 hours. So PMI Infinity, which is running on GPT model 4, which is closer to this. The Meta is using a different technique here, which is regression analysis. Based on that, it's coming up with this 4.63. Though we can ask Meta to use analogous estimate technique also. However, let's move on, and then we can ask. I'm going to uh, provide or feed a list of tasks, upcoming tasks here, uh, with ticket types and complexity. Because these are upcoming, there is no original estimation and actual time spent. So feed this and then find out and ask the question, what is the estimate to complete all these tasks? So, I already uh, prepared a CSV for that. I'm going to just say, I'm going to provide list of upcoming tasks in CSV format with ticket ID or let's skip this and see. Okay, what does it say? I don't know. Just stop generating. Okay, so now I don't know. The thing is something wrong, or it's still thinking. Okay, leave it that and then come to ChatGPT. Say sure, please go ahead and provide that information. Same thing. I want to do this here. Provide list of upcoming tasks. Okay, same thing is please format the CSV file with the following columns: ticket type, ticket ID, ticket type, complexity. That's what has been done. This is good uh, way of asking, what it expects. So I'm going to just take the data and paste it here. So this is a nice tabular format the ChatGPT is providing. So ticket ID, ticket type, complexity, estimated time. So we have for each ticket in the upcoming list of tickets. So what is the estimated time? So what is the total time estimated? Okay, just adds it and comes with the range of 64.8 to 65.3. So asking the, feeding the meta with the same input. We have this, yeah, with the this is a regression technique, I think, and meta is coming with this estimated actual hours or estimated hours. These estimates are based on the historical data. Okay, so what is the total estimated time or total estimation for the upcoming tasks? It says 61.21 hours, whereas this one, ChatGPT, was between 64.8 and 65.3 hours, which is pretty close. I think this is using a different technique, whereas this is using a different technique for uh, analysis and estimation. This is the sum of the estimated actual hours for all 12 upcoming tasks. Now, coming back to Infinity, I'm not sure where there is stuck effects. Okay, if I do that, it's not doing anything. But anyway, let me go ahead and feed this. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm going to stop it here. The PMI Infinity is still in the beta stage. Has some hiccups here and there, but overall, similar response like ChatGPT. But with ChatGPT, this kind of response. But overall, we get the idea of that all the AI chatbots are capable of using some techniques for analysis or analyzing the historical data. And if the historical data has more data points and more context or more uh, contextual information, including the team capacity, velocity, previous, all that, so it can include that and provide better estimation. So this can be anyway taken as a starting point, I think, and then uh, use this very helpful and use this for uh, further refining the estimation in actual projects. Anyway, thank you.